medal on the line. Will Starks from Team USA looks to make it 2 in a row. The 2015 gold medalist takes on Alexander Martinez, the Canadian hopeful, last year's silver medalist at the 2015 championships in Vegas. It's a rematch. Both fighters very aware of each other's skills, both determined and adamant they will win at all costs.
Will Starks coming in with a beautiful leg kick. He always manages to find a way to win. See if he sets up his takedowns with these punches, because Martinez has got some great in and out footwork.
And Will very psychologically confident of that, Dean, but having been through this tournament before, having had a great run to this point as well, it's got to be a key factor and a unique factor really in tournament fighting.
Nice catch of the leg there. He threw the right hand over the top, caught the leg. Martinez stands up, looking for the single leg, gets it. Starks now needs to improve his position and improve it rapidly.
And Martinez now on his back, going with that high guard. Martinez also resolute that he was not here to play any games. And right now, he continues to clamp down with that full guard and try to work some magic.
Martinez got that right arm trapped of Starks, possibly to look for an arm bar. He's doing the right thing. He's keeping the posture down with that overhook and trapping the head of Starks.
Martinez fluid here off his back, looking to transition to something. Starks keeping the arms inside, looks to stand and pass.
Martinez opts to stand up. Starks now on the outside looking for a way in. Martinez with a body kick.
Switch kick to the body from Martinez. A possible eye poke there from the open palm of Martinez. Unintentional for sure, but the danger with the open fingered gloves in MMA. The action resumes, and both fighters declared okay here in that inadvertent clash. Starks certainly being warned, as well as Martinez. And both fighters are back underway here in Vegas at International Fight Week.
Let's see if Starks can piece together all the elements of this toolbox. Nice head movement there. I love the way he throws the punch. Knows it's short, moves his head off the center line, but he has to be careful about ducking his head, because we know Martinez likes those switch kicks.
Martinez with a fast rear teep. Jab there, circling to the right. I like the lateral and diagonal footwork of Martinez. Will moving very much forward or backwards. And a low blow there, possibly. Martinez checks if Starks okay. Excellent show of sportsmanship, both all right. And that can happen when you're attacking the femoral artery there with those knees.
Starks now wrestling his way up against the cage. Martinez very impressively circles out.
Martinez again with that teep. Squatted stance, a lower stance from Martinez, and that's no doubt to defend the takedown, but it's the end of the round. It was a frantic opening round here. 3 more minutes running in round 2 here on the clock. Chris Hookster with you ringside here. My main man, Dean Midhat, along. And we are at it here at International Fight Week in Las Vegas. Number 1 and number 2 in the world last year for the 2015 championships meet again to go for the top slot at the 2016 proceedings. Martinez in the red corner, Starks in the blue, and Starks with fast kicks again, right into the takedown.
Excellent double leg, switches straight down. Martinez, excellent scrambles on the bottom. Ends up in the half guard. Starks is on top. Let's see if Starks now can advance his position, looking to tie the head up and sneak his left leg out of the half guard position of Martinez. Martinez, quite rightly, pushing on the hips, trying to gain some distance between him and Starks.
And Martinez, he nearly caught the sweep there in that scramble. It was a beautiful redirection of the inertia, if you will. But Starks, as he himself predicted, seems to always be able to find a way to win through these transitions and scrambles.
Wow, Starks nearly got them out there. Martinez popped up and escaped. Excellent agility in the legs of Martinez.
Kick catch from Starks, and Martinez quickly retracts his right limb. But Starks successful the second time around.
Excellent catch and kick. A Muay Thai technique being shown by Starks. Looking to pass the legs. He'll try and throw those legs to one side, the bullfighter pass, and then land in side control. He's going to look to reach underneath, clasp the underneath of the head and the legs and pass to one side. Excellent back control, excellent wrestling display by Starks. Really able to pull all the tools out of the box.
And looking possibly for a figure four counter here is Martinez. Look at that though. Starks able to trap an arm, lifts him up, dumps him down. Starks with the reverse body lock here, but the counter from Martinez. And man, this was absolutely a dream matchup here in the tournament. The fans out in force, the crowd loving it, we're loving it. It's Starks and Martinez continuing to put on a real show here. The crab ride though from Starks there on the back, so dominant, Dean.
Using his wrestling abilities to dominate, and now looking for the advancement of the position. He's looking for those hooks. He needs to be careful that Martinez doesn't turn. It's at the moment he's only got one hook in, and it's kind of grapevine through Martinez. He's looking for the other hook. He's got to get that on the inside of the hip of Martinez, but Martinez now looking for the knee bar at the bell.
Great counter from Martinez. The grapevine being used by Starks to roll him over, and we've got another round here notched in this welterweight final. It's the last round. 3 more minutes here to go to decide who will be #1 in the world. Out of the red corner, Martinez, representing Team Canada. Will Starks, the champ from 2015, in the blue corner, representing the Americans.
Starks now starting to use the checks to counter the kicks of Martinez. Great work, but he needs to put something on top of that. Punches upstairs to Martinez to keep him off balance. Right now he's using them kicks off of the one leg, and you've got to remember, Chris, on one leg your balance is in question. Nice footwork there from Starks, moving off the center line.
Martinez with some good full body feints. The shoulders showing some maneuvers, but it's Starks who gets a hold of him and dumps him down. Outstanding. Will Starks, so dominant. If he gets a hold of you, you better have a frequent flyer account, because you are going to go for a ride. And it's Starks working that mounted crucifix here, Dean. This is dangerous times for the Canadian.
Martinez, right arm is trapped under there. He manages to get it out. Excellent work. That crucifix is devastating position. If you get both your arms trapped, Chris, from the top position, your opponent can freely put strikes in with his free arm.
Great stuff again from Starks. Just rides and floats so well. That wrestling pedigree, certainly a foundation for success throughout last year's tournament. A proven formula on display again here in the final in 2016.
Starks is able just to change the direction of a person's body, and he does that by clasping around the waist and dragging their weight back or forward, taking them off that line as he goes for the knee on belly now, Chris, with these strikes from the top.
And using that bullfighter pass, the Matador, also known by the name for that technique. Knee again from Starks, though.
Able to drag Martinez around, clasping him now in the side control with the shoulder of doom.
The shoulder of justice, depending on whose gym you go to, but Will Starks continues to just be able to frustrate Martinez here, and this has got to be key. The judges are watching this closely. Again, the crab ride from the back for Starks. He stands up. All credit to Martinez. I mean, he is just scrambling as hard as possible throughout these encounters. But Starks just seems to have the edge here, Dean.
Starks on top, able to use his wrestling skills. But Starks working greatly on the bottom. He used that underhook to set up now, but Starks, again with that wrestling pedigree, switches round to the back, clasps the hips.
And if you've got a technical advantage in MMA, you want to continue to take the path of least resistance. You want to continue to exploit where your opponent is unable to counter and have an answer. And that, to me, has been the difference for Will Starks throughout this tournament. We go to the judges' scorecards to get the official announcement.
For your winner by unanimous decision, and now 2016 IMMAF World Men's Amateur
It's a mirror image of 2015. Starks is #1. Martinez is #2. The gold around the neck of the American, silver around the neck of the Canadian. An incredible fight between two promising athletes, but there can only be one winner.